it also should be said, and you have my profound condolences about the loss of your mom that occurred really right around by the timeline, I think right around when you were starting to shoot
Hmm.
this series. And look, I mean, anybody that knows anything about Abby knows that this is a character motivated by grief, by profound grief, and how she reacts to that grief is questionable, but it's real.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, give me a sense of like, I mean, I don't even know what the question is, except that like you're going through
Yeah.
all of this real stuff at the time that you're dealing with this extremely, I don't know, resonant character, I would imagine, to your real life circumstances.
Hmm. Yeah. I, yeah, it was such when I think back on the time, it was like such a, like so much of it is so blurry. I think I have talked to a lot of my friends who have also lost someone very close to them. They're feel like we all share that experience of just like total fog and like memory loss in a lot of ways. Um, but leading up to the shoot, uh, I think I was probably, I can't remember like what time of year it was. If it, well, if we were using the Met as a starting point, from that point,
Right.
I don't know. It's like, what is it? May, I think. Yeah, May.
Yeah.
So it was a year before I shot. I ended up starting the shoot. So what was cool is that my mom got to know about me getting the role.
Yeah.
She got to be a part of those conversations. She was so excited about it. Like she was really like I could. It was one of those moments like where I could really feel like my my parent was like very proud of me, and it was I can like it's a feeling I go back to a lot, and a memory that I have of just you know um, that I'm I hold it very very close to my heart, that memory, and just and remember it very deeply. And then yeah, her health started to decline around December, and then January, like mid January, I had to go. This is all very confusing, but January I had to finish like my last 10 days on apple cider vinegar. So I was shooting apple cider vinegar from October to January of 2023,
Yeah.
2024.
No,
Whatever year I shot The Last of Us, which was last year.
you're
Oh
excused
God.
for having
I
a fog because this is a lot. A lot.
no, but the timeline is like, yeah, it was pretty just, yeah, it was just a whirlwind of like just a whirlwind of a time. But
Yeah.
I remember going from apple cider vinegar to then like having to go prep in Vancouver for like 3 days, like do fittings and stuff. And then I went back and I was in the hospital with my mom throughout February, and I was having to go back up to Vancouver a couple of times. Um, I yeah randomly asked for days off. Or not days off, but just like I wanted to fly home for Valentine's Day weekend,
Sure.
and that was when she passed, and we were all together and all home, and I you know yeah her and we had her funeral, and then 3 days after her funeral I had to fly back up to shoot my first day, which was the scene.
What?
It was the big that was my first day on set, um, which you know I had a whole monologue, just it was just so I can't like thinking back on that time. I can't even comprehend, where I was at even now, or I hadn't processed anything. I was just sort of floating through set, through life, and um, but there was a moment in time where I was just like, I can't go, like I need my family to stay here. I'm scared to go up there by myself and, you know, do this thing that my mom was so excited about. And uh, it was, I remember it being a really tough moment in like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I have it in me to do it. And I think it was thinking about specifically, there was one moment when my mom was still in the hospital and I was up in Vancouver and I was doing like combat training, and they would put these like the stunt team would put together these really cool edited like iPhone videos of like a compilation of all of the things I was learning how to do, and they
Mhm.
put it to this like really intense like cool music. And I of course snuck it to my parents. I probably was not allowed to do that, but I sent it to them. And my dad told me that it, which she said that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. It was just like a simple little thing and simple video, but like I kept going back to that and just like how I, sort of I did all of this for her. Like I
Yeah.
did all of it to make her proud. And so that's what kept me going. And I can't even begin to tell you how taken care of I was by this group of wonderful people. They were so respectful. They were so accommodating. They ended up like flying my family out to come and stay with me, and it just like the whole just it's such a wonderful group of people. And I remember talking to my dad about it, and I was just like, I really I just love all of these people so much,
Yeah.
and how sweet they all are, and how sweet they've been. Um, and my dad was like, yeah, I don't know if it were any other job, what it would have been like, because if the timing had worked out and you were in a different job, like, I don't know how this would have, just don't know how this would have been for you. But the fact that it was, they were all so, um, like caring and kind and supportive of, me and just, uh, yeah, I can't even really believe it. I can't even really put it into words how they made me feel and how taken
Yeah.
care of I felt. So
I did not
yeah.
realize the time when that's I'm blown away.